That is a not very good looking Christmas tree because I basically threw all of the decorations and lights and tinsels and things on there without actually giving a shit. I mean, look at these Christmas crackers. They're flat as a pancake because they are the same ones that have been put on this tree for like the past 3 years, ever since I've lived in this damn house. Yes, it's that time of the year, it's Christmas, and I thought I would throw together a little bit of a Christmas special. There's some Strongbow. I don't usually drink Strongbow, probably have it like twice a year because it's basically very bad for your teeth, and it kind of tastes nice for the first couple of cans and then it tastes like shit. And I guess the first thing I could probably mention here is that I actually upgraded, say that with quotations, to this Samsung 4K smart TV thing. The reason I did that mainly was because I was annoyed with my previous Samsung TV, which was 1080p, because it only had like 2 HDMI ports. This one has a whole 3 of them, and as you can see we've got some NBA 2K19 playing on here because that's what people do. They have things playing on their TV in the background and stuff. Yeah, so essentially upgraded this TV, so I kind of wanted a better TV upstairs, so I put the TV that was on here previously upstairs. As with regards to the setup down here, we're talking behind, as usual, the light shit over here, Xbox One S, and you can't see it at all, PS4 Slim behind there. They are the only consoles which I have hooked up, which is funny because I got fed up with the other TV only having 2 HDMI ports, and I'm only using 2 on this one, so I'm not even sure what I'm trying to achieve by buying this TV. But this TV, it does, if I just grab the generic Samsung remote here, what is the button that you press? If you can see, it does have Steam Link on here, so that's one less thing that you have to plug into your TV. It's got blah 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 blah. It's got YouTube on it that actually seems faster than the YouTube app on PS4 or Xbox One for whatever reason. So yes, that's pretty much it for this, the main kind of living room gaming setup. It's basically 4K Samsung TV with an Xbox One S and a PS4 Slim. There are no 4K capabilities apart from 4K Blu-ray on the, but who gives a shit about that? So yes, that is that. Let's move on to something else. This needs drinking. So I don't know whether I mentioned it at the start of this video, I think I did, but basically this video is going to be pickups and kind of update room tours and things. So yes, we have some goodies that I picked up. I treated myself just for Christmas. Obviously you can see there we've got the NBA 2K19. I've just thrown all of the games everywhere. Pick them up for fuck's sake. Right, so yeah, there we go. NBA 2K19. Do like me a basketball game, and I've played a lot of this game. It's not the best basketball game I've ever played, but I'm just really in the mood for it at the minute, and I'm just sinking hours into it. That's not a game, we'll get to that in a minute. It's very sticky though. Far Cry 5, been meaning to get it for like a year. It's the only one that I haven't completed yet. Nah, whatever. I didn't like Primal. Primal was bollocks, but I do like most of the other games. Actually, it's not the only one I've not completed. I've not completed the second Far Cry. The gaming equivalent of botulism. Shadow of War picked up for the Xbox One. It was only like a tenner or something. Shadow of Mordor, I've got right to the end of it. I've been like ill recently with chest infection. I got up like the other morning at like 4 in the morning, and I was playing like Shadow of Mordor. You know when you kind of put a game on and you don't expect to actually make any progress in it, and you make shitloads of progress straight away without any effort. It was weird. I was ill and I made loads, and I got to like the end of the game, and it's fucking bullshit what you have to do at the end of that game. I've not completed it yet, but I got like, I can't remember, Brand or some, yeah, Brand these war chiefs. Oh, you'll know what I mean if you've played it. Another game I've been meaning to get for a while, Need for Speed Payback. Buy racing games for the Xbox One, because I've got the Logitech G920 steering wheel, which is Xbox One and PC compatible. So I do like to pick up pretty much every Xbox One racing game when I can. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. This game, that blackout mode on this game is utter bollocks if you ask me. So far I've played like 7 games and managed to kill 1 person. I thought it was just me being retarded, like I was rusty at Call of Duty. Then I put the multiplayer on and realised that it was business as usual in the multiplayer. I just can't get used to the amount of shots it takes to kill somebody who has armour in blackout mode. I don't like it at all. I mean, I'll give it a chance again in the future, but the multiplayer seems pretty nice. Obviously there's no single player, which is dog shit, but blackout mode, I'm not feeling it. And finally, for these current gen pickups, we have Battlefield 5. I played the first War Story, as they call them. I've not played any multiplayer yet. The graphics are like in this. The graphics in that are shit. I don't know if it's just 'cause it's Xbox One. They're all fuzzy and horrible. The graphics in this are like shiny and polished and crisp. It's like the complete opposite. But they look very good, but they're kind of in an artificial way. So I'm not really sure what to make of that at the minute. And there we go, there was the first thing there. Because I have 2 Xbox Ones, which you'll see when I do the room tour, which will be part of this video. I have 2 playing charge kits, or I should say I had 1 and I needed 2, so I picked another one up. This is different to the other one. The other one I've got's a dock, and you kind of put they're both Venom, but they're different designs, and you put the battery pack into the back of the controller, and then you put it on a dock, and it's got, you know, contact points on the back, and that's how it charges. These ones are plain charged in the more conventional sense, that you got a cable. Well, it's actually a cable with kind of 2 mini micro USB connectors on it, so you can charge 2 controllers from 1 cable essentially. So I will move over to the other side of the room with a jump cut. Actually I won't, because I'll just say that the games that I'm playing at the minute, not the ones I'm playing at the minute, but games that I may need to play at some point, are all down here in jewel cases. As you can see there, we've got all sorts. Reason being, I keep the actual original game boxes in the game room just for kind of collecting sake and keeping off face, I guess. Now we'll have a jump cut. So I've come over to Strongbow, the very dingy corner of the room, where you've got this coffee table with Technics slip mat. As you can see, well, you can't actually fucking see it. It's USB double socket thing, and we have let's say that this is the new plain charge kit, and this is the cable, which is also useful in the sense that I can also use it obviously to charge up my PS4 controllers, so I can be charging a PS4 controller and an Xbox One controller over here. So that's pretty cool. We have a charger. I don't know what's going on there. That's weird. But we do have a charger so we can charge Xbox 360 or batteries for Xbox 360 controllers, should I say. So talking about Xbox 360, over here we have a new edition of the gaming setup edition. We have a new edition. You can't really see it. No, it's not Hitachi, but it's a Sanyo that's the same as a Hitachi, and it's like 32 inches or something over here. You really cannot see anything in this corner room. It's ridiculous. But anyway, we shall press on. You'll see a PS3 controller there and a PS3 eye camera. What are they called? No, they were just called cameras, I think, on the PS3. And this kind of little sideboard arrangement, you really cannot see anything in here. It's ridiculous. But we have a PS3 here, Xbox 360, and a PS2. You'll have to take my word for it because you literally cannot see shit. It's insane. And basically there are holes cut for the cables. This is kind of a little previous gen going on to like your old school with your PS2. We got 3 consoles hooked up to this TV, and we got drawers here with, you know, Xbox 360 controllers, wired and wireless. And down here we've got a Wii controller. There isn't actually a Wii in this room at the minute. We've got the Amazon Fire controller, another Xbox 360 wireless, and another PS3 controller. I'll try and step back because I'm possibly blocking some of the light. Maybe step back and open that door and you might be able to see something. No, you still can't really see anything. But yeah, that's my new addition, because what it was, I kind of got sick of having like loads of consoles connected to one TV and it just being a pain in the arse to get it all working, and it'd be glitchy, and you know, HDMI switches aren't the best. So I was given a 32 inch TV and I'm like, you know what, I'll just fucking turn this sideboard here into a new gaming setup where there is less hassle than having like 7 consoles connected to one TV via HDMI. So yeah, we got the current gen and the previous gen right there. And this is what the Christmas tree looks like when there are no lights on. At least you can see it better than an Xbox 360, PS3 and PS2. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. So, how's about we have a look at the fridge? What's inside the fridge? What could there possibly be? In the fridge we have some salad and a whole fucking shitload of beer. Beer there. Actually cider all down here. Beer. There's more beer behind the Branston pickle because you've got to have your Branston pickle. And there's more cider and more beer and Coke Zero. Cheese. Yes, cheese. And cress. And clementines because, well, it's Christmas. Something slightly gaming related. Actually, I just want to bitch about this treadmill that has it's a Reebok treadmill. You can't see it down there, but it's a cheap fucking Chinese motor, and it's the motor's just fucked, and it's really annoying because it's Christmas and I need to burn fucking calories that I am consuming. But anyway, going back to gaming, behind this TV we have here a Amazon Fire Stick. In there, in that room, I had fire control. Fucking holy moly! Yeah, I have the fire controller. That Fire Stick there has retro arc retro whatever it is. Anyway, loaded onto it with all of the Mega Drive ROMs. Also, we have over here the an Ethernet cable and an original Xbox AV cable here, because this is where I plug in my original Xbox if I want to FTP over some files, which I did recently. So I could put the, can't remember what it was, the thing that you use to force kind of HD resolutions onto PAL consoles. So yeah, fuck you and your shit fucking Chinese motors, Reebok, you cunts. I'm in the bedroom now, and I guess I might as well include this because this is my Samsung TV, the one I was bitching about with the 2 HDMI ports. One point I didn't make when I was downstairs earlier, I'm not too happy with the new TV because this TV here is backlit. The new one is edge lit, and I would rather have a 1080p TV that is backlit like this one. The fucking picture on this TV is awesome. It's just so fucking nice. The blacks are really deep and the colours just pop out at you. The one downstairs is horrible, like it's edge lit and you got all this horrible, like I forget what they call it, like light bleed all over. It's not uniform and it's horrible in low light situations. It might be alright if you're the sort of person that watch TV with the lights on or a lamp on or something. I don't. I like to do shit in the dark. Yeah, oh yeah. But yeah, I included this in this video because we have down here my old, well, it's not really that old to be honest, Chill Blast Fusion Spartacus, I think it was called. Pretty capable PC down there. It's got a 960 GT in there. Processor wise it's a bit shit, but it's a Pentium anniversary that you can no longer overclock. You could at one point, but you could play some CSGO up in this bitch on a 55 inch, so I included this little segment of the video. Yeah, whatever. So here we are in my office. Very loose term, more kind of leisure gets done in here than serious work. But yes, we have a Sony receiver in here, a monitor, a keyboard, and mouse. My what do you call it? PC. It's got a 1060 in there. It's got a Intel 7600E something or other. Yeah, this is basically we've got a Steam controller. Yay! Who has one of them? Me. That's who. Yeah, it's basically a VR capable machine. I say that because I'll get round to that when I do the actual main game room tour in a few seconds or minutes or whatever. We have a blue snowball microphone that's fallen over because the pop filter's kind of heavy. Here's the TV that used to be in my bedroom. I have used this for gaming purposes recently when I was messing about, shall I say, with my original Xbox that I recently modded. We've got this chair here, blah blah blah, you slide that over there, and yeah, it's got the corner. It's kind of a custom IKEA thing that I put together myself. You can't buy this shit off the shelf. You can, but it's combining two different products and yeah, whatever. And we got the surround sound speakers and stuff. Yeah, whatever. Nobody gives a shit about this room, let's face it. So here we are for the Pista Resist. It's the actual game room, and yes, I have been saving my advent calendars for like the past 3 years. That's my current one. They're the previous two. Don't judge me. So in the previous room, I mentioned that the PC was VR capable. That was for a reason. This is actually my PSVR right here on the table. You'll notice it's resting against my G920 Xbox One PC compatible steering wheel. I also should add that I also picked this up. I've not done a pickup on that yet. The gear shifter. The gear shifter is wank, to be honest. It's H pattern and it's wank. I've got a keyboard on there for. So yes, basically using a PC application called Trinus, Trinus, whatever you want to call it. You can use PSVR on PC, and I'm using this to play racing games in VR, such as Dirt Rally, Project Cars 2. I'm going to get Assetto Corsa at some point, but yeah, basically playing racing games in VR with the steering wheel, which is pretty fucking cool. So there's a lot of wiring going on down here. You may or may not know that there is a hole in the wall down there where everything gets fed to my computer. I've got HDMI going to the TV and USB and all that kind of stuff, so that's pretty nice. It is annoying when you're trying to get it to all work though, and you got to go back and forth between the two rooms. It does get annoying, but I'm getting low battery on my phone, so I'm gonna have to power through this room tour right now. So over here, first thing when you come into this room, got some shelving. We got some boxes, systems, 2DS. I have a 3DS. I don't play 2DS anymore because it's embarrassing to get out in public. Lethal Enforcer's Mega CD set, that is very nice. Here we have some kind of childish miniatures that I used to have when I was younger, so I rebought them because they're pretty cool. It's Havoc Skirmish. Down here we have a Nokia N-Gage collection and the said pathetic 2DS. Down here we have the Tekken statue, which is pretty crap because everybody's looking at the floor. Some imitation fake Pokemon cards from Portugal, some more fake stuff from Portugal, and above the shelving here we have system boxes. There's a PlayStation in there. We got the Cabela's Survival and a random graphics card. So yeah, that's pretty much what goes on in most games rooms, to be honest, putting boxes at the top of shelving. So over here we have some NES, not really anything stand out there. We have some Super Nintendo, and there is a smattering of Super Famicom in there. We've got like the Japanese version of Mario Kart, which doesn't work because it's frequency dependent, I guess you'd say. Nintendo 64, there's a gap there because I've got Doom 64 actually in my system. Some Famicom games right there. The Amiibo Festival bollocks on the Wii U, nobody gives a shit about it. You buy for like, probably buy it in Poundland, to be honest. Mario Maker, a few Wii U games there. Probably my least favourite system ever, apart from the Philips CDI. The Wii. Some more Wii. GameCube, I don't even have a power supply or any AV cables to actually use my GameCube. I can play them on the Wii, the original Wii, but that's effort, you know what I mean. So, some 3DS games here. Some DS games, some boxed Game Boy Advance games. Cannon Fodder is an empty box with no game. Down here we have some a mix of Philips CDI software and games. We even have, like, I always mention it, I think like Tina Turner on tour or some bullshit. We have like fucking Cyborg 2, which has a very young what's the face in it. Angelina Jolie, that's it. Because who gives a fuck? Down here we have some PC games, no value whatsoever in any of these games, but the Terminators, the Kenner Terminators, are gonna guard that collection anyway because they're just fucking badasses and they want beef. Over here Xbox 360 games, mainly sorted into franchises, not in any sort of alphabetical order, but if there's more a group of games, I'll put them together. And below that you have your PS3, same for them really. Start off with all the cards and then not much else to it. Well, yeah, whatever. Xbox One games, there you go, there's a slab of them. Like I say, I'll try to pick up pretty much every Xbox One racing game so I can play them with my steering wheel. So you got, you know, Forza Horizon 2, 3. I've got 4. I'm playing through 4 at the minute on Game Pass. I will get it eventually. I just don't want to pay full price for it. Dirt Rally, Forza 6, blah blah blah. You get the idea. And underneath that we have the PS4 collection. I don't have any allegiance to buying racing games or anything. We have some PS Vita there. So that's just, I buy what I want to play, I guess. So let's have a look at the main part of the game room. We got this shitty Hitachi 55-inch. The screen, the picture's not bad from it. You can't really see it because the light's not great in here at the minute. We've got an AV switcher here. Pretty decent one. It's pretty nice. It does the job. It's mechanical and simple. We got the webcam, Logitech C920 is it called. Pretty decent webcam because you can kind of use a webcam to track the movements as if it's like a PlayStation camera on the PC. I won't go into too much detail. Down here you can't see it. We've got a Wii U, PS4, the original 500 gig one with the PSVR on top, even though it's not even connected to that. It's connected to the PC at the minute. We've got the original Xbox One, which sometimes does have problems reading discs and you have to change it through different read modes, whatever. Yamaha old school AV receiver, can still fucking belt them tunes out. My modded original Xbox that I recently kind of rebuilt. Master System, Super Nintendo, GameCube I have no leads for. Mega Drive Model 1, NES. Original Xbox, no, it's not an original Xbox 360 actually, I don't think. It's the one with the HDMI, but it's a white one, whatever. N64, Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, PlayStation with the Explorer FX, sorry. Exploder's the same thing, but just different, I don't know why. And underneath here, Philips CDI, nobody can see it because nobody wants to fucking see it. Over here, more boxes. And down here we have cables in drawers because nobody cares about cables. We have an X-Rocker thing that I can connect to via Bluetooth and also sit in it, because that's the main purpose of a fucking gaming chair other than being in the bastard way. Over here, Mega Drive games, because we love them fucking Mega Drive games. And we've got like the cart-onlys on the bottom. In here we've got original Xbox spares. You can't see shit. So stop making these damn videos at night when I'm drunk. And here we have the Magnum Opus, which is Sega Saturn games. Then we got some Sega Dreamcast. Not as many as the Sega Saturn, obviously. Original Xbox, which I'm getting back into with my recently acquired modded internals for my Xbox system. Yes, very nice. PS2, got a lot of these. Almost ceiling to floor because they're dirt cheap and plentiful and all of that stuff. PS1 at the bottom. There you go. Jobs are good. And above, again, boxes for systems and things, as you would expect. PS3 60GB is fucking broke. I barely got to use this bastard thing I got off eBay, and then it fucking broke. Couple of brand new Steam links. PS1 steering wheel that says it's kind of PS2. It's not. It's a Gamester LMP in there. Oh, and we have a couple of new pickups. Freestyle Metal X, which is a game that I was confusing with another game. I had this originally and it's fucking awesome. So glad to get that back in the collection. And Jade Empire, which is BioWare kind of RPG, so I had to get that. Not that I'm a massive BioWare, I don't give a shit about BioWare, but it looked good, so I got it. So there you go. That was a speed fire rapid round fucking supermarket sweep of the game room. Pretty much a tour of my whole fucking house, let's face it. I've missed something out. I have my Sony Tranitron over here. Yes, I know it's Trinitron, it was a play on words. With a Mega CD, Mega Drive 2 combo, and a PS2 for the PS1 and 2 light gun games. And obviously I can play the Lethal Enforcers Mega CD pack on the Mega CD combo down there. And there's a Wii U gamepad because it needs to fucking charge somewhere. God, that is a fucking insane rapid fire room tour. Ho ho ho. Man's got hose.